Gabrielle here. So laughing makes them upset. So, we say keep laughing. Because why not? Shit's funny. You know, people's antics are foregone conclusions. So just keep laughing. Let's put some love. Oh, let's put those out too. Right. Your joy, your optimism makes them really upset. Because I think they were laughing at you, but ain't nothing funny now. Ain't nothing funny. All right, let's get an angel and ancestor card. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Fire, guardian, ignite your passions. I think they thought they could suppress your passion. And they thought it was funny because they thought they were winning in this endeavor. But lo and behold, look, you still got a spring in your step. You're still happy. You're still successful. You're seeing your seeds grow. But it is time to get moving, right? So pursue the things that make you happy. Ace of Swords just showed itself. Right, Three of Cups. Be on the pursuit of happiness. But you already are. Ooh, they mad. Like Five of Wands to the Eight of Cups. You walked away to pursue, to go about your business, to focus on your own stability, your own comfort, your own peace. They were definitely doing things. I just saw the King of Wands. So there could be a very masculine fire sign who's been somewhere observing. Look. Hermit to the Knight of, King of Wands. And there is the Wheel of Fortune. Look, they like things in your life being topsy-turvy. Interesting. Right, but there you are, standing the test of time as always. They were really doing some stuff to attack your stability, but you're aware of that. King of Swords, Moon, Four of Wands. Right, here you are. Look, Knight of Cups, Ace of Swords. You on your dory, just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Right. Because you don't live in the same reality that they do. So your perspective is always going to be different. Let's see what this fire guardian, I'm gonna pick those up, was doing. But I feel like you're protected anyway. Like no matter what they were doing, there was an angel alchemizing the energy in real time, turning all that energy into power, into positivity. Look, Five of Swords, see? They were by any means necessaries. Wow. By any means necessary. And I mean, they just kept pouring more and more and more, but you good. Somebody was really expecting you to come to them asking for help because they were creating circumstances in your life that put you at odds. But, just like a rabbit, you got many exit strategies. So there's this really neat documentary called The Burrowers. And it really, in the English countryside, it documents all the different creatures that live in burrows, from badgers to rabbits to all sorts of stuff. It's really neat. From water voles, like all sorts of stuff. And creatures that live subterranean, right? However you say it. They don't have just one exit or entrance. Like, that's not safe. You know, snakes like to come into the burrows of these creatures. You sense danger, you got to be able to pop, pop, pop in different directions. And so no matter how they try to set these traps for you, you always find a way through. Look, High Priestess, right? Because you already know what comes with this territory. As long as you listen to your intuition, you stay a hop, skip, and a jump away ahead, right? Right. Like I said, I'm still gonna do this shit. Try all you want. I'm still here. Still plugging. So we just gonna drink more water. And I do feel like this was being done to people in the spiritual community. Right. Like really trying to block your destiny. Trying to really cause disruption in your harmonic flow. Yeah. And the Aquarian energy makes me feel like it wasn't just one person. It's a group of people. You don't really fit into their molds. And so sometimes it feels like they want to make an example because you won't conform, you won't bend the knee to what it is that they're about. You have your own path to follow. Yeah, they really wanted to press into this star, 10 of Cups energy, 7 of Pentacles, excuse me, 7 of Wands. They were definitely moving from a place of pride and ego. That King of Wands could be on the cusp of Virgo and Leo. It's like somebody wanted you codependent on them and they couldn't make it happen. King of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. It's just, this is crazy because I really feel like for some of you, this is some masculine energy who's a part of something and they have very outdated traditional values and they want a submissive feminine energy in their life. Even though there is this recognition of who you are and your importance in a cosmic way with the star 10 of Cups. And because you won't bend, they were more than willing to cause you great harm. Yeah, I really do feel like they were using a high priest or high priestess to block your abundance. Yeah, they really wanted to knock you off your proverbial high horse. 6 of Wands, Knight of Swords. Only so this masculine energy in your lives, respectively, could present you with this offer, but they wanted to beat you down first and foremost. They don't like your confidence. How you want to be with somebody, but you competing with somebody? It don't make sense. I feel like you rejected this person. They don't like rejection. I mean, who likes rejection? But no is no, you know? I feel like your intuition has already been screaming at you about this whole plot, this plan, this setup. Somebody wants to be your karma. Like there is a masculine, fiery energy that feels like it is their job, their duty, their right to be your judge and jury. But you're looking at this simply as a test of faith with the high priestess sitting there, Nine of Wands. Some of you are really recharging with the onset of the spring equinox. So use that energy for your highest and greatest good. Yeah. They want you to call in to attract, especially for those of you who are spiritually inclined. It's funny because they wanted to show that you were toxic, that you were devilish in some capacity. This was the setup, part of it anyway. But you've been, diligent. It's funny because this person definitely has a hard time communicating. Um, why though? Wow. You don't need this person. Excuse me. In any way, shape, or form. Like, would you like their, like, would you like companionship? But you're not in a place in your life where you need. They don't have anything to offer you. There's no shot to shoot. I feel like that's intimidating to this person. You're ambitious, you're motivated, self-starting. All right. And you love on yourself. They genuinely have nothing that they can offer you that would add joy, value, or happiness. They don't value themselves because the companionship aspect, the person just being their authentic self, is not calculated into this. They need therapy. Right. I really do feel like for some of you, it would surprise the hell out of you because all of this and this person has a romantic interest. Like they want to date you. Look, that was what I saw. You would be floored. Because this really is giving somebody from your past, ships in the night type shit, nothing major, casual, but you left an impression on this person. Like trying to ruin any and all possibilities of you having any type of joy and laughter. And like, there's something wrong in this person's head because you want to cause a circumstance to make someone codependent. This is weird. Like somebody really does need to see a therapist. There could be some very um deep underlying maternal wounds. This is crazy. Because somebody knows that, I don't know, maybe the spring is your season. You get more attention. Everybody gets more attention in the spring, right? The weather is nice. People are out and about. You showing a little skin. You're probably smiling, getting through the winter if you're in one of those climates, that has four seasons type shit. However this person is observing you, they can see the growth. They can see what's coming in. They probably themselves, whoever this fire sign is that I'm feeling, this energy that I'm feeling, they dabble in divination themselves, so they know new love is coming in. They know an offer is coming in. Oh yeah, fast. And so they've been trying to cause you instability. There's a Sag, big time. Like somebody's been targeting your Jupiterian energies, wherever you have that in your natal charts. You know, I know the fourth house is family, da 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 da, but the masculine influence, right, is Jupiterian. Ninth house. I also feel like somebody's been trying to augment how you perceive life in general, like mess with your mind. The ninth house is intellectual framework for the expanded consciousness. They want you to be more 3D. They want you to be more materialistic. They don't want you to be this teacher. They truly want you to conform to whatever it is they subscribe to. Whatever this, we're just going to say outdated traditional values. Hey, like for sure. And right, going back to the Jupiterian energy, a personal expansion process of your realm and horizons. This house brings good luck, fortune. It's the house of optimism, confidence, and pride. Exactly. That's why they've been attacking that in particular. They don't want you getting out of bed. They don't want you having a zest for life. None of that shit. And every time they send something, there's you have some sort of guardian angel helping you to alchemize that energy to your greatest good. That shit keep going right back to that person, and they know it. Like your spirit team be watching, waiting, ready for them. Look, just they're like, is that your shit? Y'all know the song. Is that your chick? Right, but no, is that your, yeah. Wow. All right, so how does the collective deal with this energy if they need to, Holy Spirit? Just keep moving in a calmer direction. Like really, Five of Swords to the Six of Swords. See, knowing is half the battle, y'all. I cannot stress that enough. Because if you know what's going on, you can pray about it, seek guidance about it. You can put it in the hands of the divine. Yeah, this isn't going to impact you. Just keep doing what you're doing, moving forward in a very progressive manner. Anything else? Wow. They like, listen, this is just giving you a little insight, foresight. Don't worry about it. Like, truly, you know what it is that you're manifesting. You know what it is that you are, for lack of a better word, conjuring, right? What you're attracting to you. So, this energy of active waiting is very important. Aries energy, right? In the energy of spring. Keep your eye on the prize of whatever it is that you're working on individually. Yeah, and let the universe deal with this. Six of Wands to the Justice card. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Yeah. So please keep laughing at these silly people. Keep your vibes high. Yeah, this is some weird cult. Eight of Pentacles, Hierophant, death to the devil. This is very much a part of what we're here to combat, so to speak, right? There's the light worker, there's that masculine, fiery energy, and this is what they're about. I feel like you're here to expose, see as the hermit, and to, you know, pay attention to their antics and how they go about it. You're an active agent of these people getting their karma big time. Just to let you know, you have the upper hand here. Okay? There's nothing for you to do. Just keep doing what you're doing. We're just making you aware. But literally focus all that energy on your new endeavors. Like we in full chase the sun mode. But I also feel like it's clearing away that energy from the tarot, refocusing on these oracles for a moment. I do feel like some of you might like you're in the car, the engine's on, the light's red, and you're just waiting for the go. That signal's coming for you. Some of you are very much in this assessment energy of where are we going? Where do we want to put this energy? What is our new course? And some of that is because you're not getting the results as fast as you want them. But with see your seeds grow, it's in process. The winter is not really the time for activity. It's a dormant state. Okay, so be patient. Be patient. Spring is here. New beginnings. Okay. Shake it off. That is not your energy. Yeah, look, came right back out. Now the Five of Swords is in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles is still in the upright. Right. Excuse me. So whatever they were scheming isn't going to work out. I really do feel like people are really getting their karma in very tangible ways. These are not small L's. Somebody could actually be being fed right now. Like, I don't know why that gave me like somebody who needs physical assistance, like they can't even feed themselves right now. Like someone is actually having to put food into someone's mouth. Other people in this situation, yeah, they need help. But there are others involved in this little cabal of people who have these outdated principles and views. They've gotten more severe punishments. With the Five of Swords coming out in reverse, there is a desire to reconcile, to make amends, a desire for forgiveness, because of past resentments. Like some people have really misjudged you unfairly. They don't even know you. Yo, when I tell you Ace of Wands, Four of Swords, somebody ass is laid out. That's what I was getting from this. Like somebody really is like in the ICU, something. And it's all because of this shit here. And they know it. They absolutely know it and they're reflecting upon it. Look. Whatever this shit is, it is sweeping every area of this person's life that, or these people's life that gave them stability. The divine is coming through with this chariot energy to the tower. They were celebrating too soon. Now you laughing all the way to the bank. You know, the spiritual bank. No, for real though. Strength, world, 9 of Pentacles to the star. Are you serious? Are you serious? See? Like I said, laughing all the way to the bank. Okay. Somebody really laid up. Some of you are going to be feeling really inspired to write. Write down your dreams in particular. They're very relevant because they have something to do with the spiritual attacks you've been experiencing. Big time. Some of you, your dreams, like you've been seeing these occultic practices. Yeah. But here's the funny part. These people really, really, really wanted this war. They wanted, I saw the Five of Swords. I mean, the Five of Wands. Anyway, they wanted this smoke, right? Now they got it. Now they like, nah, bygones. And your spirit team like, nah, no. You wanted the smoke, right? Okay. You were told to walk away and all of that, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. That's not what you did. This is of your own making. Okay. You want to stop somebody else's manifestations. You want to stop somebody else's abundance. You want to kill somebody's happiness. No problem. You first. Okay. I'm sorry. No, actually, wait. Can this be trusted? Mm. I will say they do want peace. They're being taught a major lesson in self-control. Look. I feel like they're really getting the memo. Because we saw the high priestess in the first go round, right? I feel like they've learned a lesson. It's nothing to do with you because you've been focused. Like, really. Yeah. Yeah, they don't want no more smoke. They don't want no more beef. Whatsoever. Yo, somebody really laid up in the hospital, yo. Especially like one of y'all was in like a long distance relationship. This is somebody that you were tied to overseas. Funny enough, because there's multiple people involved in these antics. Like I said, I do believe they belong to something. One of these people, one of these masculine energies, I feel like is really like, no, I'm done with this. And another, uh, it feels like a truce more than anything, like a truce. Yeah, Knight of Swords, Strength. Huh. Especially where some of this blowback feels as though um it's been hitting these people's families. It doesn't matter if they apologize, if they want a truce. Karma has to play out for real. I feel like they're just more afraid of what is to come. So they want to clear the air, they want to apologize, they want to make amends. Yeah. But they started all of this, mind you, okay? I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't think they're going to get out of this as easily as they're hoping. And you have no vested interest in this because, again, you're focused on yourself, your own joy, your own path. I cannot stress that. Your own legacy. Rabbits breed like nobody's business. Yeah, somebody really chasing the sun. Like, I don't have time for this. There's a Libra stuck in limbo about something. Hold on. Yeah, this person could be deceased, by the way. And I'm gonna tell you like this. This doesn't feel like this, but there is a Libra stuck in limbo. This person has transitioned, and they wanted to transition, but I don't think they know. It's so weird because it's not a tormented spirit, but they are stuck. I saw the Two of Pentacles. There's the Two of Swords. They might have some unfinished business. Yeah. I do feel like there is a freedom in this person's passing, like they feel free, like their spirit feels free. But I also see this person, they might reincarnate rather quickly. So they're not really, oh, that's so strange. They're not trying to go nowhere. Yeah, I wouldn't trust it though. I'm not even being funny because the Empress and the Devil's right there. Uh-uh. This person, this energy, this spirit, they're going to hop on the first train they get, so to speak, to come back through. Oh, I've never seen this in my cards. This is wild. But they're actually looking for a dark feminine energy to portal through. Devil and the Empress. But look, Six of Swords. This person has already transitioned. See the Spirit? Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. There's the pregnancy. Waiting on the right opportunity. Eight of Wands, you know, and right. Hermit. There's the Spirit. Wheel of Fortune, Hierophant, Two of Pentacles, Fool. It may take this person's spirit about 2 years to find an open conduit, but they're not looking for one of love and light. They're not. They are not. So if you know a Libra that recently died, and this person was involved in some, you know, some shit, yo, they're playing sound bites from the Skeleton Key. If you've never seen that movie, I can't tell you to watch it because, but if you're inclined, you'll understand what I mean. Why would this person want to reincarnate this fast, especially through a dark feminine? Oh, because long-term view, huh? Heavily invested in what? Let me just tell you this. Even though this energy might have this intention, not kidding, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Whomever this dark energy, because that's what this is, there's no other way to describe it. If you're looking for a dark feminine or someone who's unawakened, or they want to corrupt the womb of a divine feminine with this malignant energy being implanted, the divine's not going to let that happen. I promise you. Hangman to Temperance. It'll never happen. So I feel like you should just transition. So be mindful. I'm not even joking because it feels like this Libra transition and they're doing stuff. Like, I don't know if they body jumping, but if all of a sudden you feeling more froggy, if you feeling more sexual, that's this person trying to portal through you. Jane, you need to cleanse then. I don't know how else to say it. If that is associated, you need to cleanse. Like big time, big time. Cause you know you fertile. Fertile myrtle. Yeah, man. Look. See? Yeah, this energy is definitely hovering. Mm. This could have been somebody who wanted to be a child's father or baby daddy or something like that. But they watching heavy. Heavy. That is creepy. Yeah. Devilish energy. Like that is creepy. Mm-mm. I feel like this the only time this you cannot. Don't follow your passions and don't follow your heart when it comes to this. because there is a malignant energy trying to portal through somebody. And they was almost successful. Because somebody almost gave in to, we're just going to call it pressure and breadcrumbing. Wow. Yeah. So I'm not even joking. You really need to pray because that energy is super duper determined. I don't even need to get into all of that. All I'm saying is that there is an energy of a disembodied person who's transitioned, who is not trying to, we'll just say, go to any higher realm. They're not ready for that. This energy is on a rush to reincarnate, and they don't care if they have to sabotage or influence in some capacity to make it happen, Captain. You need this energy exercised from you. Personally, I mean, Jane, I know you know how to do an egg cleanse. Go ahead and do an egg cleanse, sweetie. Because it's a very heavy presence. Also, before I put those away, that do things that make you more joyful, that give you energy, that spark your passions. All right, give me one more angel ancestor. Oh, she wolf. Unleash the wild within. Yeah, child. Listen, you might have to break out some of the African shit. I'm not even joking. I know that's your heritage. You gonna have to do something. I got chills up my body. You got to do something. Not even a joke. I don't even know if you want any more kids, but this energy is it's not a joke. You don't want that energy hanging around. He has no intention on moving on. Do you understand? And you should be doing weekly cleansings at this point. Anyway, you could try laughing at this spirit too. Like whoever that is, every time you see him, laugh. She wolf. Ooh, that's an interesting combination, y'all. Oh shit. I like it though. Some of y'all really have been holding back. There's some communication that's coming in. There's someone who's very aggressive who wants to speak to you, or they want to get it off their chest very quickly. Mm, that could get ugly. I feel like you've been holding back. Like some people don't know exactly how sharp your tongue is. Somebody fitting to find out though. You gonna need something stronger. I'm not even joking. Like what I'm seeing is like you need someone to drive this energy out the house, cleanse you, cleanse Liam, cleanse. Just I'm not even joking. You got to. Anyway, somebody about to find out exactly how sharp your tongue is. Oh, oh. You about to teach somebody a real lesson. I also see that there's some sort of open portal somebody's dealing with right now. If there's been a lot of hostilities and arguments and weird shit going on in the house, you need to like not Jane, I'm not specifically talking to you. This is back to the general. But there's some sort of open conduit, but it's being opened by low vibrational words, arguments, foulness, things like that. You need whoever that belongs to, you need to just simply clear the air. That's so weird. I'm looking at a round mirror and I'm looking at a square mirror that has some sort of borders. Clean your mirrors, people. Clean your mirrors. Yeah, this energy, temperance in the block position, it literally is being allowed in because of imbalances in the household, in the community, in the atmosphere. It needs to be addressed. Do not engage in low vibrational energies. I feel like you can be direct, you can be curt, you can be to the point, but you do not have to engage in a back and forth discourse. This is how this portal opens, and it's definitely geared towards the root chakra area, like the stability, the comfort, the peace, the tranquility, the security of your environment. That's what this is for. It's a plot. Listen, Five of Swords. That is the whole idea of it. Cooler heads will always prevail. Not to mention, y'all should go outside the house and have any sort of exchange of words. And that way, if any low vibrational shit pop up, it's outside of your environment. Yeah. Do not engage. Somebody wants to see you lose your cool. You must stay in this joyous sunshine energy. Yeah, but I feel like some of that energy, Jane, is because of this. Women's call them a spirit. The spirit working tirelessly to find an entry point. So any of the guys you used to mess around with that you even thought about, it's playing on all of those things, looking for an entry point. Do you understand? That's why I'm like, no. You definitely need to like figure some shit out. You might have to reach out to some people's Hierophant, Wheel of Fortune, Tower, Chariot to get this energy, Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles up from around your dwelling, from up and around you and your family. You're going to need a high priest or a high priestess to do some work. Ace of Wands. The, mm, right. Tank your, look, they just want to tank your energy, tank your vibe, because it brings in different exchanges. If you're upset, I'm not just talking to you, Jane, back to the general. If you're upset, if you're weighed down, if you're bothered, if you're tired, all of these things, it just lowers the frequency further and further and further and further. Somebody wants you to unleash this wild energy from within you. They want you to act like a savage. They want you on demon time. And we don't have to do that. We give everything to the divine. We give everything over to our angels and our ancestors and our spirit team. Let them handle it. It's funnier that way. The whole point of this is that you're laughing and peeping game is pissing off these people and these energies, these entities. Because the desired effect is not working. Two of Swords to the Strength card. Cooler heads will always prevail. Blocking out the bullshit, standing in that very balanced place. Because they really trying to get somebody caught up in some dumb shit. All right, unleash the wild within. Some of y'all could use a vacay, huh? You let off some steam. Look, Ace of Swords. For real. You let off some steam. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Listen, it ain't always a negative, but some of y'all, you already know. I don't even need to say it. It is what it is. Yeah. Temperance. But I also feel like they want you to work with both these energies. Time to feed your feminine energy, or, maybe allow someone into your life who can feed and nurture and pour into you. This makes me feel like this is like a preordained thing. When the wheel comes out, it's a fated event. Oh, yeah. I also see some of you are about to go on a spiritual journey, like a quest. It could be a vision quest. Like I don't tell you guys to do, put anything in your bodies, consume anything like that. I do feel like deep meditation can get you to some of those very same levels. Um, but this looks like a quest, especially for those of you who've been seeking truth. Like you want real answers, like universal truths. Like you, this feels like the Egyptian mystery schools, the Kemetic mystery schools, and how they um, taught people probably one of the oldest form of the Kabbalah tree of life, the ascension from the underworld to the middle world to the upper world. You know what I mean? Like the progress, the progression. Wow. 4114. Okay, so hold on. I know some of y'all are faster than me when it comes to this. Okay, so angel number 4114 symbolizes stability, practicality, and the importance of hard work for personal growth and new beginnings. It signifies new beginnings, self confidence, positive changes, and the support of your guardian angels. Right. This number serves as a powerful sign of guidance and protection from the spiritual realm, especially during major life changes. Additionally, it encourages you to embrace your inner wisdom and trust in the divine plan unfolding in your life. Exactly. See? It really feels as though you are free to be yourself because you have so much protection around you. You can put your mind at ease knowing all the things that I just read off to you. You see the new beginnings, you see the confidence, you see changes coming with the will and the fool. You see your guardian angel protecting you, guiding you. You see the information coming down from the spiritual realm, the inner wisdom, the divine plan with the Ace of Swords there. Rest in that. Just because you are in a space of what feels like inactivity does not mean you're not still on the divine path. You understand? Not everything's about go, go, go. So much about it is healing and recovering from the lessons, learning how to balance, learning how to bring in practicality. We talk a lot about manifestations and all of that, but active waiting means co creating. And not every time you need to be doing something. Sometimes it is a space of reflection. Sometimes it is a space of putting things to bed, literally, healing those wounds. Right. All is well. You don't, somebody needs to know that you don't actually need the blueprint for the next phase. It's already covered. See? If the seeds have already been planted, they're already starting to push up. They're already manifesting. Don't worry. The universe is acting very strategically on your behalf. All you got to do is keep your head down and do what they're telling you to do. I feel like this is outside influence more than anything. Because it feels like someone wants you to shed light on what they should not know. The full moon energy is one of realization, of seeing clearer in the dark space, but it is also the energy of release, releasing the old for some. Just saw the death card. Right. Yeah. I also feel like you don't have to hold back. I feel like because of all the energy of protection around you, you can go for it. Huh. Ooh. Um, that is so interesting how that looks. They've been very okay, sidebar. They've been very active over in a lot of the places of antiquity, because they're not just digging in one area, but they are uncovering shit right now at an alarming rate. Um, that's so wow. Recently, I feel like they opened a sarcophagus. I don't know what came out of it. Wow. I'm just gonna say it how I'm seeing it. So it feels like they read an incantation, but they didn't get it right. I feel like depending on your interpretation of, I'm getting riddle, I really am, of this riddle and how you answer depends on what comes out. I don't think they did it right. It's really giving me like the riddle of the Sphinx. Like there was literally some sort of like dial key, something like you had to solve some. I don't know. That looks so strange. Like that's wild. Like they opened up something. It was nothing but bones. They read some shit, did some shit. The next thing you know, these bones are animated again. That is weird. That's like some movie shit. This could even be a pharaoh who was into some dark shit. I don't know enough about them to know who was really into like the dark occult shit. You know, they all had a Book of the Dead because they was trying to, get through the underworld. But that again, that's something else. Look, they released something that was trapped. like it. You know, the Masons emulate the Egyptians, right? All of their rituals and all of that shit supposedly go back that far. Hiram somebody or another. Master Masons, the people who built the pyramids, the secrets of the architecture, etc., etc., etc. So there's a great emulation in all of that. That's what that feels like. That one of them archaeologists belong to one of them people. They went over there thinking they knew the secrets to the universe, and thought they had the right constellation alignment. Oh, they really did. They thought they cracked the code on how. Shut up, Gabby. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Mm. No, I'm not letting you channel that out. Nope. 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 Needless to say, they didn't have it right. Needless to say, the information was a little short. Anyway, that's funny. That's a whole separate message. Oh, even with all y'all software, that shit's so funny that you still can't rewind the night sky to the point, to the exact moment. Yep. It's amazing. Anyway. Oh, that's really old. Fine, because I'm nosy. That is crazy. I'm trying to get a time frame. Like, this shit's crazy. So over, no, it's even longer than that. It is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop with that. But it's a very long time. It's a very, very long time. They really was trying to unleash this power, but uh, You can't be that stupid. Funerary gods, rites, protective graves, guide to the underworld. Interesting. This is like, ugh. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you started physical therapy. Oh man, where Nammy at? She was asking about Anubis the other day. Can I be honest? I feel like they feel like this energy is housed inside of a divine feminine. If you are an energy or a person who has been trusted by the divine to be able to call down judgment, etc., etc., like they know there's a lot of reincarnated beings on the planet right now. That there's no if, ands, or buts about it. And so it's almost like they're trying to bring about that power from out of these people. They want you to unleash something. That's wow. What? Yeah, the Queen of Swords came out. I'm not kidding. You got a lawyer and all of that stuff because I've heard some interesting things about people in Ubers and accidents and stuff. Yeah, they want someone to unleash this energy, speak some sort of words of power or something like that. Good, because you're gonna need one dealing with Uber. All right. So I just wanted to see who the spouse was because the Queen of Swords showed up. So Anput is the female counterpart to Anubis. And guess what? His daughter is the serpent goddess Kavachat, or however you say it. Sorry. And we're in the year of the serpent, right? The year of the snake. I'm baffled because it's like, my God, they sent a lot. I know that. I've heard horror stories. Uber doesn't provide insurance for their drivers. They have to have it and all of that. Like, you got to read the fine print when you get into an Uber. There's a lot of liability that you're waiving off by doing these ride shares. Oh man, what was her role? I know. I'm sorry. I go all over the world and back again. Y'all gotta bear with me, or you don't. You really don't. But I appreciate it. So the role of Anubis's daughter, cooling waters. Now, mind you, this is all allegory, right? And so when we talking about, you know, the Kundalini energy and the rising of the serpent and all of that, her name means refreshing water or cooling water, right? Her job was to give water to the spirits of the dead while they waited for the mummification process to be completed. Mummification, in a lot of ways, is very much like the cocooning process that a caterpillar goes through when it's going through chrysalis stage. You know what I mean? So this energy of, preserving the flesh while the spirit goes through this alchemical process, right, refreshes and purifies, referred to as the serpent, right, wisdom, who refreshes and purifies. So as it leaves the lower world, right, the afterlife, if you will. Anyway, it's deep. Wow. Why do they want to summon all these ancient energies? These motherfuckers really want access. That's funny. All right, I've gone too far. Anyway, they want access to the Akashic records and all the wisdom and insight of the universe, and they want to know everything. Oh, they're on a hunt for it. They really are. All right, anyway, let me move Or I apologize, guys. It is what it is. And I feel like whoever I'm reading for, you are a protector of all of that. All right, one more. Oh, I say one more and y'all just throw a book at me. No. No, I'm not picking up. No, I'm not doing 8. That's too much. 1, please. Okay. Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns, huh? Ooh, that's a very powerful card. You're not defined by your family, you know, by your genetics. You're not, you are stronger than all of it. You're more than capable, you're more than adaptable. And the Elder card is here to help you see all of that, really, to reclaim your personal power, to ensure that you know how to adapt in challenging times, but also to free yourself from any restrictive moniker or imposed perceptions. Like, you know how sometimes you hear toxic shit from your family, like you ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit, you ain't never gonna release all that. Just because other people haven't achieved something doesn't mean you won't. You know what I mean? Like, it has nothing to do with anybody but you. You move any boundary, any line, any limitation, and none of it's real. And they really want you to understand that it's within your hands, your power, that it's all on you, not like, oh, it's on you. But no one can hold you to any narrative. It's really what they want to impart. You are not your family. You are not what they said you are. You are whatever you choose to be. That whatever you determine and put your time, your effort, your focus on, you genuinely have it. Look at that. You have it. You create opportunities. It's within you. Look, as I say that, look, Ace of Swords. See how they popping up? It's within you. It's not about your family lineage. Yeah, it's nice. I've done so much research into my family lineage. I feel like, honestly, I don't got on one branch, somebody else the majority of the research. On the other branch, I did that shit. And let me tell you, it's amazing. But you know what I also realize in all of that? That just because they are people of great accomplishment and great renown within my family construct does not mean I have to put pressure on myself to achieve what they achieve rather. I'm here to run my own race at my own pace. Period. So it's lovely, but it works both directions. We can choose how we live. It's not about, you know, anything more than that. Yeah, there might be some similarities, but it ain't always what you think. Or it is what you think. Whatever you're telling yourself. But they're like, nah, baby, we here. We here for you. Wow. Now that's it. The way these are stacked real quick, that is some interestingness. Don't let any one thing define you. I've told y'all for years now that they the same. You know, everybody got a light in the dark. Everybody. How you use it, if you use it, when, that's on you. But everybody got it. You can acknowledge it or you can deny it. But denials get you in trouble. Okay? Okay, elders, how would you like the Divine Collective to move beyond these patterns? Yo, first and foremost, cut out the confusion. Like, I feel like first you must believe it. Regaining or losing control, mastery, choices, responsibility, myth, and secrets. I feel like they saying like there is no illusion to it. It's not no magical formula. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Just keep plugging away at whatever you're trying to accomplish. And you will. Emperor energy. You're a natural born leader. You're a boss. You build empires. Or you have the capacity to. Stand firm in who you are and what you can do. You are just as driven as the next person, if not more. The structure, the stability, it all lies within you. You're your real power. Don't look for it outside of self. They like, screw everything else. Look, balance, home, responsibilities, right? It's on you. Some people are really afraid of the unknown. Afraid to walk by faith. To jump when required. You're limiting yourselves. Don't do that. You're more than capable of creating whatever it is that you wish to. Look, see? Yeah, you gotta really do some shadow work for those where this is resonating. Oh yeah, I just saw the shrimp card. Right. Why don't you feel worthy? Why don't you think you deserve it? Where does this lack come from? Where does this doubt come from? Oh, I need to fix that. Yeah. Right. Right. Go after it. Tap into your inner man. There's a reminder, like, where, you know, when you love something, when you're passionate about something, when your emotions are involved in it, you just go, right? But you got to face this down. Yeah. But I feel like there's some high vibrational ancestors, not of your lineage per se, like your familial ties in this incarnation. It feels much bigger than that. See? There's a need for action. This masculine energy is very present. There's an absolute need for action. There's Most unproductive. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I be trying to fight it, trying to be cute. But honestly, fuck all that. Like, ugh. This shadowy energy that you need to work through, this could be some father wounding, honestly. Especially if you didn't have a strong masculine role model to show you how to get up and get shit done. Yeah. As I cut the deck to the Ten of Swords. Yeah, deep wounds, betrayals, loss, crisis, failure, collapse, defeat. Yeah. Yeah, there's some abandonment issues when it comes to a father um, figure. But it's deeper than that because there's a whole part of life that is almost missing in terms of imprint. But you have the capacity because your elders are here to lead the way. Yeah. They want to work with you to help you achieve your goals. And they mean that by any means. They have a vested interest in your prosperity. Because I really do feel like it could be a type of a generational curse, and your elders are here to help you push through it. Right. They need you in the right direction again. I even feel like some of you are afraid to be happy, to even think about what would make you happy because of all of whatever, whatever, whatever. I feel like that's how you should be treating yourselves, with joy and love, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Yeah. For some, this is a type of reparenting. That's okay. Yeah, see? These ancestral guides, these elders, these spiritual beings are here to help you bring balance and harmony. They don't want you to miss out on these golden opportunities that the universe is presenting to you. Because you can't find your joy, you can't find your passion. They want to fix your headspace, your emotions. That's the truth, Ruth. That be the truth. They want you to expect certain things. But I will say your spiritual team is unified in this endeavor. So if there seems to be a hyper focus and concentration, one, the energies are conducive for that, but they need you to get to where you got to get to because you're messing around. Yeah. Some of you came back specifically to do this type of healing work, so it's time to get on with it. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they need a restoration and a rejuvenation of your faith. That way you can get going. Mm-hmm. Because you're only competing with yourselves. So remember that first and foremost, you're not limited. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. That's how you get into trouble. Okay? You just gotta know that you were handpicked. Okay? That you are prosperous, that victory is assured, that you will meet your goals, that the universe is conspiring for your highest and greatest good, that they want to see you happy. Full sun, Ace of Cups. Like, really. You got some serious champions, like, motivating you, rooting you on. It may not be here on earth, because I don't see any pentacles, but I tell you, in spirit, you got the best cheerleaders one could imagine. They want you to do something to bring some more joyful energy into your environment also. I'm hearing that Pharrell song. Come on, get happy. That one. Yeah, be on the lookout for some sudden, swift changes, by the way, okay? Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it here, guys. I love you very much. I hope you have a fantastic day. Be kind to one another. Pray for one another. You know, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay? We'll do this again soon. Bye. Keep laughing because it makes them upset. And that should make you happy.